Hey there tech fans, Rick here again from the OREI team. In today's video, I'll show you how you can easily extend a standard HDMI connection to a remote location hundreds of feet away from the primary location. Now the challenge is, if you need to connect the media device to a monitor more than 15 or 20 feet away, a standard HDMI cable like this one may not do the job because HDMI is a digital signal, and transferring that low voltage digital signal over a cable that's longer than 15 or 20 feet can really reduce the quality of that. You may have dropouts, you may not be able to use some features like HDCP or CEC, or maybe ARC or eARC audio. So if you have to extend a signal more than 15 or 20 feet, especially if you have high resolution content, you'll need an HDMI extension kit like this one. And these are really easy to use. Essentially what they do is they'll convert an HDMI signal at your primary location from a DVD player, a game console, or a streaming media player into a signal that can be transmitted across the standard LAN connection to the secondary location, and then that signal is converted back into an HDMI signal for display in your monitor. So it does a really good job of allowing you to view content from a primary location at a secondary location hundreds of feet away. Now this particular kit will extend that content 230 feet between those two locations, which is pretty impressive. A few things you need to keep in mind when you're searching for an HDMI extension kit. Start with the resolution of the content you'd like to extend. The shorter distances are great for higher resolution content, but if you're trying to transmit 4K content, you can send that hundreds of feet away, like this kit does. But if you're transmitting 8K content, you'll find that it's typically a shorter distance, or you may need to use a more exotic connection technology like fiber optic cable. But this kit is pretty standard. It transmits 4K content up to 230 feet away to a secondary location over a single Cat6 or Cat7 cable, so it's really functional for most of the content you'll be watching. A few other things to keep in mind have to do with the functionality of the kit itself. For example, this kit provides what's called local loopback, which allows you to continue to enjoy the content at your primary location while you're simultaneously sharing it with your remote location. Now, other kits may not have that functionality, and the challenge there is if you're using a kit that doesn't have local loopback functionality, you'll have to disconnect the media device from your monitor at the primary location, connect it to the transmitter, and then you can view the content at the secondary location, but you can't view it at the primary location at the same time. So video loopback is really important. Another big difference is the certification. This product, because it's 4K, is certified for HDMI 2.0 as well as HDCP 2.2. Those are really important certifications because the HDMI standard has gone through a lot of changes in recent years. A lot of new features have been introduced like CEC and ARC and eARC audio. So knowing you're on the latest version of HDMI means you can immediately take advantage of those features. And the HDCP certification is equally important because that controls copy protection. So again, knowing you're on one of the latest versions of HDCP for 4K content means you can play a wider variety of files at that remote location. Two other features that are pretty nice start with the KVM functionality, which again this unit has, which allows you to connect the keyboard and mouse up at the remote location to remotely control a computer at the primary location. So that would be great if you have your computer set up in your den or maybe your computer room and you're in an upstairs bedroom and you want to control the computer from there. You can simply plug in a keyboard and mouse and those signals will be sent over that same LAN cable digitally back to the primary site where you can actually control that computer. Another feature that's really handy is an infrared blaster kit. And what that does is actually collect up the remote control signals from that secondary location from the remote control that you're using. And those are digitally sent back over that same LAN cable to the primary location where they're rebroadcast so you can remotely control the content you're watching from a media device. One other feature that's really nice that this product doesn't provide but others do is power over cable technology, which essentially allows you to use a single power supply at the primary or secondary location, and that's all you'll need to operate the entire solution because if you plug it in, the power required for the other module is sent over that same LAN cable. So those are some features to keep in mind, but a basic 4K extender like this one covers most of your needs. Unless you're watching 8K content, then you'll have to find an extender that covers that. Now, as part of this overview, I'd like to start with this basic understanding of how an HDMI extender works, and then I'll take a closer look at a typical unit like the one I have in front of me. I'll actually do a demonstration as well to show you just how easy this product will be to use with all of your own equipment. Then I'll come back one more time and remind you of some of the special features that you may want to consider if you're looking for an HDMI extension kit. The product I'm using for this demonstration is the OREI UHD-EX230-KVM1, which has a sender module and a receiver module as part of the kit, and both of these feature full metal enclosures which make them incredibly durable and a great choice for both residential or commercial installations. Let's start with the sender module first. Now on either side of this particular cabinet you'll find these ventilation slots, which are really designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape, and it keeps the electronics inside at a comfortable temperature. This particular module also has mounting flanges on either side that you can use to mount it up off the ground and out of the way. On the one end of this module you'll find a DC power port on the left hand side, and that's used with the included power supply. You can simply plug that power supply into any standard wall outlet. The other end of the cable has a barrel connection on it which plugs in right there, and a collar you can tighten to make sure it doesn't pop out. To the right of that are two full-sized HDMI ports labeled HDMI out and HDMI in. The HDMI in port connects to whatever media device you'd like to share the content from with your remote location, and this product features the local loopback function I'd mentioned, where you can actually continue to enjoy the content here at the primary site while you're sharing it with a remote location, and to take advantage of that you'll use a second HDMI cable plugged in here to a local monitor. On the other side of the module you'll find a reset button on the left. You can hold that down for a few seconds to reset the module. To the right of that is a LAN port, and that's where one end of the Cat6 or Cat7 cable between the transmitter and receiver plugs in. And to the right of that is a full-sized USB-A port. Now, this particular kit also offers the KVM functionality, which allows you to plug a keyboard and mouse in at the remote location to remotely control a computer at the primary location. And to take advantage of that feature, you can use the included cable. You'll plug it in here and connect it to any open USB-A port on your computer. To the right of that are two LEDs. The top one is a USB-A indicator. When you make a connection from here to a local computer, that connection is checked. Once it's been verified, that LED will come on. And the bottom is an LED that lets you know the power on self-test has passed, because when you add power to this module, it starts that self-test, and once it passes it, it'll light that LED letting you know the module's ready to use. The receiver module is very similar. On the one end, you'll find another DC port for the second power supply. Again, just plug it into a wall outlet, plug the barrel connection in here and tighten the collar. To the right of that is a full-sized HDMI port. You can connect this to a local monitor at the remote location to enjoy the content. To the right of that is a 3.5mm left and right port. Now, this system provides audio extraction capabilities where it can actually digitally separate the audio from the media you're enjoying at that remote location, and then allows you to pass that audio through this port to a soundbar or home stereo at that remote location for that full theater experience. On the other side of the module, you'll find another reset button to reset this module if needed. There's another LAN port, and that's where the other end of the Cat6 or Cat7 cable from the transmitter plugs in. And to the right of that are two more full-sized HDMI ports, and these can be used for a keyboard and mouse at the remote location. And once you plug either a keyboard or mouse in, that connection is checked, and once it's been verified, that top LED will come on, indicating a solid connection and the fact that the KVM functionality is working. And the bottom LED is another power LED. The receiver goes through that same power on self-test once you apply power, and when it passes that test, that'll light that LED, letting you know it's ready to use. That's pretty much it for the kit. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use a product like this to extend an HDMI connection with your equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up a small media player that's currently looping a video on this monitor, and that's the media content at the primary location that I'd like to share with my remote location. Over here I've set up a second monitor, and this represents that secondary site where I'd like to enjoy the content from the primary site. And with this kit, these can be up to 230 feet apart, which is far too long for a standard HDMI cable. Now I'll start by connecting the transmitter up to the media player, and I'll do that by disconnecting it from the monitor and plugging that HDMI cable into the HDMI input port on the transmitter. And now I can connect the receiver up at the remote location. I've already connected a high-speed HDMI cable up to that monitor. The other end of that plugs into the HDMI output port on the receiver. And now I can connect the network up between the two locations. With this kit, it has to be a Cat6 or a Cat7 LAN cable. I have a short Cat6 cable right here I'll use, and I'll plug that into the transmitter and into the LAN port on the receiver. And the only thing we're missing at this point is power at both locations. Now I've already plugged in both of the power supplies. The other end of the cable from those power supplies has a barrel connection on it and a locking collar, and that plugs directly into the DC input port on the transmitter at the primary location, and the second one plugs into the receiver's DC input port. And the minute I had power to these two modules, they immediately start an internal power on self-test where they check the electronics, the transmitter's checking the resolution of the media content, and the receiver's checking the resolution of the monitor to make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture, and they're handshaking over this LAN connection. And there you go. So what you're viewing here is media content from the primary side, again up to 230 feet away, that started out as an HDMI signal. It was converted into a signal that could be sent across that LAN cable, and then converted back into an HDMI signal for display in this monitor. Now, one other feature this product provides is the local loopback feature I've mentioned earlier, which allows you to continue to enjoy the content at the primary location that you're simultaneously sharing with that secondary location. And to take advantage of that feature, you'll need an additional HDMI cable to make that connection. You'll plug one end of it into the HDMI output port on the transmitter, and the other end of it into a local monitor at the primary location. Now, the minute I edit the monitor, the system recognized that. It's resetting to adjust the resolution to give you the best possible picture on both monitors, and that takes a second to happen, and there you go. So you're viewing content at the primary side while you're simultaneously sharing it with your remote location, and it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope that closer look and demonstration were helpful. Now, here are a few really important things to keep in mind if you're searching for an HDMI extension kit like this one. The first one has to do with resolution. You need to be sure that any kit you're considering will support the resolution of your media equipment today, and maybe even media equipment you'll upgrade to later on. So a kit like this fully supports 4K content at up to 60 frames per second. A lot of other kits on the market may only support a lower resolution like 1080p, or if they support 4K at all, it may only be 30 frames per second, which can reduce the resolution at that remote location. So knowing you've got a kit that supports the higher resolution at the higher frame rate means it'll be plug and play compatible with the equipment you own today and deliver a crystal clear picture at that remote location. Another important difference between the kits is the local loopback functionality that I discussed earlier. And that's important because it allows you to continue to enjoy the content at that primary location while you're simultaneously sharing it with your remote location. If you don't have that feature, you can only watch the content at the primary site, disconnect it, and then watch it at the secondary location, so it limits your flexibility. Two other things that are really important are the HDMI certification and the HDCP certification, because you'll want to take advantage of all the new features that HDMI provides, like CEC and ARC and eARC, and knowing you're on the latest version of HDMI means you can immediately use all those features. And the HDCP certification controls copy protection, so knowing you're on HDCP 2.2, what this kit provides, means that you can watch a wider variety of file types through that extension mechanism. Another important difference is the power over cable technology. Now, that's not a must-have, but it's a nice-to-have. Power over cable technology allows you to use a single power supply at the primary or secondary location, and the power required for the other module is sent across that LAN cable, which greatly simplifies your wiring. Infrared blasters are nice. They absolutely provide remote control of the content from that secondary site. So when you're in that location, you can actually fast forward the media, you can stop it, you can pause it. So it gives you a lot of control over your viewing experience. And the final feature you may want to consider is the KVM functionality, which allows you to plug a keyboard and mouse in at that remote location to remotely control the computer at the primary location. And that can be really handy if you've got this set up in your office and maybe you're in an upstairs bedroom or downstairs in the den and you need to use your computer. You can just plug in a keyboard and mouse and you can use the computer from the primary location and watch the video on the monitor at that secondary location. The nice thing about a kit like this is it's incredibly easy to install. You'll basically connect it up to your media device. If you have local loopback, you'll connect it up to a monitor at the primary location. You'll connect the receiver up to a monitor at the secondary location, add power, add a LAN cable between them, and the content will start transmitting to that secondary location. So it's a great product to extend that HDMI connection longer than you can with a cable, and it's really easy to use. So I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks a lot for watching.